to our channel. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, continue to like, and keep on spreading what we are doing on our channel. And in the news today, we want to look at what Oshiomhole said concerning Jamb during their budget defense. He said justify spending 850 million naira to kill mosquitoes and cleaning. Oshiomhole tells Jamb the lawmakers hinted at the possibility of removing Jamb's allocation in subsequent budgets unless convincing justifications for its continued reliance on government funding are provided. The lawmaker representing Edo North in the Senate, Adams Oshiomhole, has expressed concerns over the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board's expenditure in 2024 during the Legacy Agency's 2025 budget defense session before the National Assembly Joint Committee on Finance. Oshiomhole queried Jamb Registrar Professor Isiaq Oloyede about the 850 million naira spent on security, cleaning, and fumigation last year. He remarked, "You spent 1.1 billion on meals and refreshments. Are you being freely fed by the government? What this means is that you are spending the money you generate from poor students, many of them orphans." He offered further questioned, "You also spend 850 million naira on security, cleaning, and fumigation in 2024. What did you fumigate? Is it mosquitoes that took all this money?" Oshiomhole also criticized Jamb for spending 600 million naira on local travel. In response, Professor Oloyede disclosed that Jamb remitted 4 billion naira to the Consolidated Revenue Funds in 2024, while receiving a grant of 6 billion from the federal government. This prompted Chairman of the House Committee on Finance, Biodun Faleke, to question why a revenue-generating and self-sustaining agency should rely on federal allocations. You remitted 4 billion and got 6 billion naira from the federal government. Why not keep the 4 billion and we stop the government from funding Jamb? The lawmakers hinted at the possibility of removing Jamb's allocation in subsequent budgets unless convincing justifications for its continued reliance on government funding are provided. Well, there are always drama every year when it comes to budget defense in Nigeria. It was in Jamb that during the time of a particular DG, then director of this Jamb, that they said some snake swallowed some money in the Jamb coffer. I wouldn't know how that happened. And every year, one of the things we see in our budget defense and some of the things that our people bring back is they show a lot of laziness. Repetition of what has been done last year will be brought again in for defense, like as if nobody is even trying to do anything in any of these parastatals or MDAs, ministry departments and departments and all other authorities of the government. We don't know why on earth will Jamb come forward and begin to tell us that he's going to spend about 850 million naira on fumigation, security, cleaning. Of course, there is need for them to answer the question. I'm not saying it's not possible for them to do those things, but then if the figure for it is bogus, I think it is important for them to be questioned so that we don't, misdirect the priorities of Nigeria. And another germane point that was raised by the chairman of the committee is the fact that Jamb is remitting 4 billion to the government and is collecting 6 billion. Of course, which businessman will behave in such a way and will not go under? How can you be spending more than what you are bringing in? It's a simple mathematics, simple accounting. Because if you continue to do like this, of course you go under. Or maybe Professor Oloyede will need to tell us whether government is subsidizing Jamb form. You should let us know. But the last time we heard, Jamb is a revenue generating authority in Nigeria. if it's a revenue generating department, then at least he should be able to understand that he doesn't need to spend outside his budget, the confine of his, whatever he brought in, instead of spending excessively, collecting more from government. Or are they trying to, build something new, do something new? Because this is joint admission matriculation board, and their major assignment is to organize, of course, entrance exam for those who are going into our tertiary institution. And in the process of doing that, the students in question will have to pay for their exams, and then it is expected that Jamb should make progress, profit from it, which can be remitted to the coffers of the government. But in this situation, Professor Oloyede is not giving us that situation now, asking the government to bring extra 2 billion over the 4 billion. I think is questionable, because this is the same professor during Buhari's time that was able to remit more for the government, to a level that the government had to even reduce the price of the form because of the profit that was made. Then what happened again now? Is it that inflation has eroded the profit, or what happened in 2024? Is it that Nigeria is happening again to Jamb, or what happened again? Is it not the same Professor Oloyede, and is it not the same team? Has the team changed, or has he himself changed, or is he trying to also do something that is funny? I am not saying that, but then there is need for him to go back and sit down with his team and work seriously to make sure that they keep Jamb afloat, because this kind of behavior has shown that the Jamb is under, is not working. And if he continue in this manner, of course, I think he should bow out honorably rather than spoiling the record he has built over time. We've known that Jamb is a revenue generating organization for the government, and we saw his record and he was praised then. If he's going back, I think he needs to check. If by adventure he couldn't get it right again in Jamb, my candid advice for Professor Oloyede and his team is for them to step down, let other people come in, so that Nigeria will not go back again. We can't afford to go to the front 1 year and go back 10 years. For how long are we going to keep doing that? And then if he's not the one doing it, he needs to check corruption in his own system. Very, very important, so that at least Nigeria could be better for it. We are looking at how we can move forward. We don't want to go back, so they should stop all this spending for food unnecessarily. 1.1 billion, like as if Jamb is selling food. No, it ought not to be. Nigeria will be great again. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.